When talking to American clients, should I say smoothie or milkshake? We have a client visit planned to our service center in India, and I am in charge of food and beverages for our client's entire itinerary. I am writing to my client's travel coordinator in American, seeking a clarification on beverages that are to be arranged. For breakfast, we have finalized on filter coffee, hot, and fresh fruit, smoothie/milkshake, cold, in beverages. Kindly let us know if there are other preferences. Thanks. The cold beverage will be mixture of fruits plus milk plus ice cream plus dry fruits, nuts. NB, since I probably will be dealing with British clients in the near future, I'd be grateful if you could point out which word is clearer for Britons. Verdict. First of all, thanks to each and every L&U member for registering their answers and comments. What started out as a word choice dilemma has spiraled out of control, in a good way, I should say, and has provided clear guidelines on the usage of the words smoothie and milkshake, and more importantly what goes in it and what does not. I showed this to our catering manager and she couldn't help but be amazed. Therefore, I feel the need to update you all on the outcome. For beverages, we will be offering our American clients banana and apple smoothies with lot of fruits, 0 sugar and a little amount of low-fat milk. None of the dignitaries are lactose intolerant, few. We are doing away with the nuts as suggested by many but will anyways be placing some dry fruits and nut varieties separately as a top-up, can be included with the drink or taken separately, as per individual tastes. I once again thank everyone for your answers and comments, and of course, if someone has an alternative definition of these words, you can always post them here. Cheers.
A milkshake usually contains only milk and ice cream. However, sometimes strawberries or bananas can be added. If the beverage is mostly fruit and ice, then I would call it a smoothie. If you add some milk, nuts, or ice cream to it, I would still call it a smoothie. The key ingredients determine the name. So if it is mostly ice cream and milk, it's a milkshake. If it's mostly fruit and ice, then it's a smoothie. Also, milkshakes traditionally don't have nuts, protein powder, vitamin powders, or other additives. In your example, I would call it a smoothie. If I saw smoothie on the menu, I would expect the ingredients that you listed. Milkshake confuses things a bit. Stick to one.
For most Americans, a milkshake is served as dessert, usually at the end of the meal, although it may also replace the main beverage for the meal if one is feeling indulgent. Milkshakes are generally not associated with breakfast. Smoothies, however, are generally viewed as a meal replacement, most often for breakfast, when one is in a hurry to get to work, so it will generally contain protein, fiber, fruit, and enough ice and/or milk-like substitutes such as yogurt, to blend all ingredients into a drinkable liquid. One additional distinction is consistency. Milkshakes tend to be thicker than smoothies.
The critical thing I would go with is to make it clear that the smoothies contain milk and nuts. It's not a given that a smoothie will contain either. In the UK, most contain yogurt as the base ingredient, or a pure fruit, and if someone is lactose intolerant or allergic, it can range from embarrassing to catastrophic to get that wrong. For preference with British English, I would go with smoothie. It's certainly more expected as a healthy breakfast drink, whereas milkshake is generally used in the context of a dessert or as an accompaniment to a meal, for example McDonald's.
It depends on what is in the drink and how thick the drink is. From Honeybell's Cookery. The main difference between smoothies and milkshakes is that fruit is the principal ingredient of the smoothie and ice cream is the primary ingredient of the milkshake. The link contains quite a bit more information, but that is the main point. There is also this answer on the Seasoned Advice site which covers the same information, as well as indicating that a 1941 advertised banana smoothie was milk and banana.
If it's a lassi, which I know commonly are fruit, and sometimes use the pistachio nut or almonds, call it a lassi. An American going on an assignment in India should understand lassi as a dairy and fruit beverage at a baseline and may be pleased by menu verisimilitude as a recipe of Indian origin.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.